So, as you guys know, there's been some drama on YouTube. Not the FaZe Banks drama or drama alert, but more or less the drama with Epic Games and cheaters. The title of this video, I don't know what it'll be. It'll probably be something along the lines of, did they go too far, or do you feel like there was, is there justice in suing cheaters? I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but whatever it is, basically what I want to talk about is, do you guys feel like they went too far? I mean, it is a 14-year-old, but then again, I understand both arguments. Some people say, good, every cheater, doesn't matter the age, they all deserve it, they need to learn at a young age, maybe. I mean, there's people like that. And then there's the other side that, says, wait a minute, you shouldn't be suing these players. You should probably be attacking the websites that's allowing them or actually making them, not the players that are, giving in to them. So, to me, I kind of fall in the middle. Like, one, I do feel like as a player you're responsible, like you know better. Even at 14 as a kid, I was smart enough, but I know that even, 14, there's other kids that are dumb, we do dumb shit. So do I feel like they went too far towards the 14-year-old? Yes. If they were going to make an example out of any cheater, I feel like they could have went for an older guy, maybe in his 20s or 30s. But for a kid that's 14, I mean, come on. I feel like, in my opinion, I'm just sharing mine, and that's why the title of the video is just a question, because really I want you guys to comment your opinion. How I feel is they went too far when they attacked a kid, because as a kid you're dumb, you're gonna cheat. It's like when you were a kid playing PS2, you wanted the cheat codes for GTA San Andreas or some other game, and you put them in. It's just kind of fun to try them out and see if they work. We have to go back and look at we have to reflect on ourselves and our own personal choices as a kid growing up. I'm pretty sure as any other gamer growing up with the PlayStation 2, we used to buy those Shark, I think they were Shark something, little game guide things for cheat codes, and used to press certain buttons and it'd activate something, and it was kind of neat to see if they'd work, and it's just like that, even though now it's like online. I don't agree with that, I know that, but you should also be preparing for this as a developer. It's your responsibility for the cheaters not to be on there and do cheating in general. Like, you need to be prepared for that before launch. You need to have like things mapped out. You need to think of like ways around things, and like you need to plan that out. Now, I'm not saying Epic Games had this coming, or nor do I believe that they should take some of the blame, but I say they should take some of the responsibility, because as a game developer you need to be aware that of course people are going to try to cheat on your game. So be more prepared instead of just attacking a 14-year-old as an example. I know this video is kind of all over the place, but I really don't know how to start, because there's a lot of controversy over this, because like I said, there's two sides to it, and the mother is clapping back at Epic Games, clarifying that, her son's name was publicly used, which I agree. What, she's in the right. You're not supposed to publicly put a child's name out there like that. That's why the news doesn't do it, after a child's death, or if a child is on the news for another reason, you just don't do that. It'd be different if they put the mother's name or something. That's fine, like this woman's son so and so, even though they could still find out who her son is, obviously, by her name. It's just respectful, and legally you're not supposed to show a kid's name. So guys, honestly, they did do a little wrong there. Epic Games did. Also, I understand the mother. She's that's her son, she's gonna protect him. But the mother also has to be aware, because I know most parents nowadays don't understand, gaming, and they don't understand the things that play into gaming, It's not just a system, it's not just a copy of a game and a controller. And parents today look at it like it was on the PlayStation 2, Nintendo 64, Game Boy, DS days, basically, where online wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a thing, it wasn't a big mass thing that the mass loves. But now we're in a generation, and we're going into a further generation where online is taking over, more or less. Not saying that single player games are dying, because there's still classics like Witcher, Skyrim, and so on. But what I'm saying is more or less that multiplayer has took over the, you know, mass majority of gamers. You know, most gamers play multiplayer games. There was even a poll on that where over like 70 or 80% of gamers have both multiplayer and single player, while the other 20%, you know, just either play offline because they can't afford internet, or they just play campaign games and they're not really all the time on multiplayer games 24/7. And those statistics are on a website, and I checked that out, and when I did, I was surprised at how most people played multiplayer games. So that's why parents need to understand that when you're cheating now, it's not like back in the day when you had those books and you were playing by yourself. You're playing with people now, actual people. So when you put yourself out there and cheat, a kid or not, you're actually ruining the game for other players. And I'm one of those people that just cannot play with a cheater. I'm sorry, you know. I remember when I was a kid and I was playing my game and I didn't have multiplayer. That was different. But now we're in a generation where cheating is a big deal. And it's a big deal because you're not only affecting yourself in the game, you're affecting others. And that's what that mother needs to understand, you know. Now, yes, I don't believe that a 14-year-old should be sued, but I'm just trying to justify both sides in an equal manner and try to level it out on a level ground here real quick. That way, you know, we can all kind of understand my point of view, the point of view I'm trying to say. There's things I do and do not disagree with, basically, is what I'm saying in this topic. And really, I do believe they went too far as to an extent. But to sue cheaters, I mean, yes. I mean, if they were older, yes, because they have the experience, they're old enough to know. They're not the only ones harming the game. It's harming everyone else's experience with the game. I'm pretty sure if I played Overwatch, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Battlefront, if I played any multiplayer game, Fortnite, PUBG, most gamers, I can't say no one, because everyone has an opinion, but what I will say is most gamers would probably agree that those games wouldn't be as fun if cheaters were just on there all the time 24/7, and it'd just kill the mood. So yes, should cheaters be sued? I agree with that 100%. 14-year-old cheaters? No, he's a kid. You know, he's a kid. Attack the websites giving him the power to do that, not the kid. Now, if he's in his 20s, like I said, he knows better. Then attack the website and the gamer, because the gamer has just as much responsibility. He clicked on that website, he came across that website, whether he heard it from a buddy or just came across it searching online. He knew what he was looking for, and he went there deliberately. It wasn't by accident, nor did he download anything by accident. We all know that if you're in your 20s or 30s and you're a cheater right now watching this, you and me damn well know, pardon my French, you and me damn well know that you're in the wrong just as much as the person who made the cheat and allowed it to be downloaded by other players. You're responsible too as well. You're not a kid, you're not slow or dumb, you know better. You shouldn't be cheating on a game with other people that's the same age as you. Either get good or don't play the game. Because if you have to cheat, that's like a personal problem, my friend. You can't just, you know, cheat and then when you get banned, like on Overwatch, you know, a while back when people got banned on there for cheating, they got salty. They were upset. They got offended. But do you really think they had the right to? I disagree. They don't have the right. Because like I said, they were old enough. They knew better. And they took the consequences. And they had to, you know, they had to take that L. And that's reasonable. You know, if I'm 22 years old. If I cheated on a game, I couldn't say, oh, I'm just a kid, poor me. Okay? I'm a grown-ass man. I can't just go around cheating and expect not to get any consequences. There needs to be consequences for cheaters. And if suing them is what it comes to, you're damn well right. These developers need to sue any and every cheater that they can and can afford also, because, you know, suing can take up some expenses. But that's another story, you know. I'm not saying Epic Games is going to go broke with lawsuits, but this is a step in the right direction, and maybe some cheaters will wake up and realize, oh shit, some developers are really not taking it. And I feel like Epic Games is just the start. I think Blizzard and other developers should jump on this and not just ban cheaters, but also attack these websites and sue anybody that does anything wrong like this, because cheating is a big offense, and when it comes to gaming, that is that is surely one of the biggest pet peeves of mine. Now I can deal with trolls, I can deal with toxic players, because that's different attitudes, different opinions, and just different people in general. But cheaters, that needs to be stopped, okay? Like I said, the other things can be handled, you know, like for example, cheaters and trolls and toxic players. There's the mute button option. You can actually unprefer players on Overwatch now to where you never play with them again. You can even block people. There's ways around toxic and trolls, guys. But besides toxicity and trolls, cheating is a big deal. And yeah, sure, you can block them too, but they shouldn't even be allowed to be in a game if they're going to ruin someone else's game, because it's not just about you. Let's say your buddy's in a game with the same cheater. Sure, you can just keep blocking him all day, but he's going to keep playing with people. What we need to do is put a stop to all cheaters. And if this is what it's come to, sorry guys, but I'm kind of on Epic Games' side. You know, 60% at least. I don't feel like they attacked the right cheater, though. I feel like they kind of... I know like I said in the beginning, I feel like they're just setting an example for other cheaters. Will it work? Not really, because it's a 14-year-old. There's a lot of debate and diversity in the opinions on this one. Epic Games did mess up by starting out who they chose to attack first. You don't attack a kid, period, Epic Games. He's a kid, okay? Ban his account, and, you know... maybe his IP if it has to go that far, you know, but stop the website. Stop any websites they get on and just start shutting those down. That way kids won't be able to cheat, and neither will the adults. Yeah, and that's pretty much my opinion, you know. I feel like that's what I think. Now, again, like the title says, do you think Epic Games went too far, or do you agree? Or are you like me in the middle? Like you agree with some of Epic Games' story and side, and you agree, and you have some, you know, sympathy for the kid and stuff. Like, honestly, tell me what you guys think in the comments below, because this story's, you know, kind of touchy. I know some people may look at my opinion even and disagree with everything I said, you know. Even though I feel like I was very, you know, can't think of the word biased, unbiased. You know, I just really feel like I'm just trying to be equal between both parts. You know, even though I'm on Epic Games side more than the 14-year-olds, is because, you know, like I said, this is a bigger issue than just some kid that's curious about cheating and stuff and wants to do it because he thinks it's fun. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, they could have picked somebody else to attack, one, and two, they need to attack the websites if the kids are in on it too. Like if there's any kid, they should attack the websites. If it's an adult, then yes, of course, sue them, ban them, do whatever you need. They're grown-ass people. There's no need for a grown-ass woman nor man to be cheating like they're a 14-year-old again back on PlayStation 2. You need to grow up, guys, get good at the game, or like I said, that's a personal problem. Seriously. Don't cheat just to fix that personal problem. If you're not good at the game, then go ahead and just turn into another hater like most people do with games when they're not good at them. This game's trash, you know, go ahead and do that. But don't cheat. Because cheating just proves that you're petty. And you know what a lot of gamers think of pettiness? You're just pathetic, period. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's my opinion. This is my discussion video on this topic. Now, like I said, comment down below what you feel about cheaters. Maybe you have a personal story with cheaters that you've encountered on one of your games you love or used to love if they've turned you away from it. And tell me what you think about this story. Because honestly, it's pretty freaking crazy. But anyways, leave a like if you enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on all my social media. As always, EXO.